Guys, I want to talk about a particular sort of mindset that people who have great success in health and fitness, that they tend to follow. And a really important thing that you need to do surrounding your nutrition and your exercise is you have to find ways to enjoy the process. So anyone who has made long-term success in regards to their health and fitness, they've reached their goals or maintained the body that they want, they don't view nutrition as a chore. They don't view exercise as a chore. They find ways to make nutrition interesting for them. They find ways to make exercise fun for them. And I think that's very important. It's completely individual what you may find fun about nutrition and exercise. See, some people, when they do their nutrition, they feel like they have to stick to a very strict structure. They can only stick to plain foods. They have to eat the same thing over and over and over. Now, for some people in their personality type, that is what they enjoy doing. They prefer that structure. That may not be you. That may not be you. So keep that in mind. If you see someone who's like, this is what I do, I eat the same foods every day, I keep strict structure, oftentimes people think that they have to do that as well. But there are plentiful amounts of people who also enjoy variability in their nutrition that have made amazing results as well. So there are a lot of people who like to mix up ingredients. They like to use different sorts of vegetables. They like to use different kinds of meats. They like to make their own sauces, make it all homemade. Now, the commonality between the two is, generally speaking, they use high quality, very nutritious foods and whole foods most of the time. When it comes to exercise, I'm sure you've seen people who are very fit who don't even touch a gym. We're talking people like triathletes, swimmers don't often use a gym or in the off season. Even, funnily enough, even like elite sports, elite athletes, during their season period, they very rarely do any weight training or, depending on the sport, of course, hit a gym or do specific jogging per se or anything like that. You need to find what forms of movement are fun for you. That may be rock climbing, that may be sports. I know plenty of people who they'll fit in weight training once or twice a week, but most of their exercise comes from social sport. I know people who do very little weight training, if at all, and most of their fitness comes from sort of functional training. They get out in the backyard, they flip a few tires, they throw a few sledgehammers around and throw the kettlebells around. You just need to find how to make nutrition and movement fun for you, keeping in mind it's going to be very individual to you. And the reason why this is so important is if you don't find it fun, if you don't find it enjoyable, you're just not going to stick to it long term. It's as simple as that. And I've seen so many people fall off the wagon over and over again because they feel like they need to do weight training. They feel like they need to eat chicken and broccoli. They feel like they need to do jogging, whereas you don't need to do any of those things if you don't want to. Keep that in mind. Make it fun for you. Very individual. I'll see you later.